it's missing on Mirage. For me, that's enough to suggest they're going to take this.
Yeah, I did make a statement before saying I'm a little bit worried about mousesports Inferno, but in further investigation, I was confusing them with the old mousesports, not the mousesports led by Karrigan by any means. In recent times, they've picked up wins against 100 Thieves, Tyloon, Na'Vi, Vitality, EG. The list goes on. They've got wins against Fnatic last year within the Pro League, but it doesn't look like they're themselves today. So let's hope they can turn that around here, because they need to if they want the victory.
Well, we're into it now. We are going to have the P250 for Rops with that armor combo as well. The star player has been entrusted with a lot of responsibility with that upgraded pistol. We are going to see set up towards the apartment position here. 3 players there. Frozen leading the charge with the Glock. And now Chris J will take the lead now. The race is on. Bomb on his back. So will be an A finish. They have got a smoke for Moto. Flashbang to go out the apartments as well. That's what I assume is coming. 1 smoke, 1 flash, 3 other apartments. Try and swarm. Pretty much a 50-50 strategy. There's no real way of knowing when this is going to be a good time to drop.
Yeah, so going in blind, essentially. There's a 4-man CT stack towards A, and Chris J will get the flank on it. It couldn't work out any better. Woxic leaping out for the second. Site cleared out by Chris J. He'll be planting far back towards Longside. And they're pushing down middle for this frag onto Karrigan. If he ducks away,
Run, Forest!
He's just managed to delay them and cause even more issues into that late round.
Well, Karrigan tucks himself in towards the underpass, and the retake begins at this point. Alexi B sneaks through the smoke and actually gets a defused opportunity here. He's actually sticking the bomb. They might not have any idea. He actually got offered there, a little bit surprising, but it actually has worked out. I don't know how mousesports get nothing done there. Karrigan caught towards underpass, I suppose, isolated the 2 players on the bomb side there. Alexi B coming through the smoke, getting on the bomb, applied a lot of pressure. T's had to swing, and the shots land. OG pick up another pistol. Very well played.
Mantu actually opened up with the second there. That was a nice shot. And oh, wait, a third no less. Missed that one in the fray. Chris J and Woxic finding the openings, but Mantu just stuck around on quad and punished them when their attention was drawn elsewhere.
So, will we get the force buy? Bomb was planted, and they've opted for just P250s. Chris J, the same approach. Head armor and a Glock.
We're asking him about this if they turn it around.
Yeah, so I guess if one of his teammates goes down, he has enough to actually maybe do some more with the round. But Glock armor is puzzling. He's the only player that operates in that manner. I
received a tweet about this yesterday. Now, it wasn't an official source. It was just a pundit online who said that Chris J opts for this. If they do get a kill, he will be the man to take the rifle.
There we go. Let's see if they can do that. It's going to be Chris J still alive and kicking, and he has got himself a UMP and now the M4, so it does make sense. It all works out, and the smoke will be delivered here towards CT spawn. Watching Chris J doing damage, but the bomb goes down in a very precarious position at this point. MBK has full vision of it. 16 bullets in the FAMAS, and Issa will be joining him as well. So...
No rush.
There is no rush, but they have no resources to really grab that bomb. That's the problem. Trying to get up towards first oranges, and the first kill comes in. Rops with another stunning shot at Deagle. At range will have to do it once again, but not going to happen. Issa calmly takes them both down with the FAMAS there. Good effort, but remember, that wasn't even a force buy from mousesports there. That was pretty much the eco with Chris J, the only player investing in armor. Manages to get them 4 kills in total and keep OG on a firm leash.
That's a good point. 4 people dropped. We'll keep the CT side honest. This was the double kill from Valda, but this is how the weapons got into their hands. He gets the first and then keeps them distracted enough. Valda staying with that spray enough for Rops to hit some spectacular Deagle shots. He got MBK to even have a chance into that 2v2. Now the AKs are out in full swing, and the bonus is in full swing for OG. 3 MP9s still in the fray. And Chad, last time I spoke to you about SMGs and how many are effective into these bonus rounds, you listed Inferno as being the map you feel that even 5 MP5s could be justified.
Yeah, if you have a plan in mind, right? If you know what you want to do, if you have one of those moves, we just highlighted one before on Train where they had the inner push in tandem with that Molotov just landing above the Pop Dog ladder. But the key thing for Inferno is if you can play passive lines and milk down the clock here of the Ts, once they try an entry in, if you think quad side, you got the balcony, those kind of areas are perfect for MP9s. Also close up towards the B bomb site. Karrigan will have taken a bit of damage to that Molotov, just trying to garner some control of that side of the map. And now they've ducked on back. They've headed into the mid corridor, and it looks like they'll be setting up for control of the brackets area right now as the Molotov will land. Nades to follow, and they will clear out top mid here. But look at this. This is the MP9s. They might get flashed into the mid wall here and ready to strike.
There's the flash, and this is the strike. Chris J eliminated immediately. NBK melts him, and Issa's got another one.
Well, this is looking very promising for OG, but maybe mousesports have something to say about that. Rob toward the end of the pass position, and now they've got man 2. Taken down by Frozen. Back to the 3 versus 3. They came into this round of the SMGs, got the opening kills, but unable to hold on to them. Issa has been detected towards a pit position as well. Flashbang comes through, swings for the headshot, and now it's up to Frozen. Can't do anything about this. The MP9 should close things out, which it will. And OG bounced back after losing 4 players in the previous round. That round had mousesports written all over it. They managed to stick the landing and find themselves a 3-0 start, denying a plant as well. Has to be another partial buy for mousesports, with maximum loss bonus coming in next round.
So we had Carrigan on the show the other day, and I asked him about the execute on Inferno and if we'd be seeing anything else come on through of any other maps. And he said, for a tournament like this, probably not, which is surprising considering, hey, regardless of the circumstances, this is the only Counter-Strike you can be playing right now.
Yeah.
This has all the prize money still attached to it.
Maybe, just maybe, take it as seriously as you would and should.
Carrigan a B, known for his double kills with the Deagle. This time good for 1, and Voxic will push through the smoke here. Flashbang, though, effective. So are the bullet shots. Taking Voxic down to 6 HP here. They could probably go for a boost if they want to. But Carrigan, something about him and rushing up Banana always seems to find one.
Yeah, the Carrigan good for 1 mantra definitely rings true. NBK good for 2 in this one. Just against the Deagles, though, so not going to be screaming my lungs out just yet.
No, please don't.
I would hate to play,
good.
like, I just hate how good they are. I was never anywhere near this good. Like, if my teammate went down and I was gifted a trade opportunity like that, I'm whiffing the first 3 Deagle bullets and then probably going down.
Frozen, on the other hand.
They just don't miss.
Yeah.
They get given an opportunity, they do not miss.
That's why every kill is so important in CSGO, though, right? Because the skill is so high, you can't take these risks anymore. You can't be as loose as you want to be in this hunt for frags and go for a 30 bomb every game. You need to be reeled in, methodical, playing with your teammates. Frozen on for another kill here if possible. He actually has an incendiary to get a plant down. This is going very well for him. All things considered, a couple of kills. He won't win the round, but this is a great effort from him. One more kill could be possible. Not going to happen, but still an extra $800. They had maximum loss bonus regardless, but still, they're going to have the AWP for sure now in the hands of Voxic, but they are 4-0 down. Defuse will be confirmed, and there we have it. 4-0. 3 players survive for OG. Money, not as amazing as they'd like, but still pretty reasonable. Here's MBK. A couple of basic frags by his standards. No one looking at him. Spraying him down. Frozen with a nice one-tap, though, this Deagle. Brilliant shot. Got the bomb planted. So here we go, the Voxic Orb. He normally kicks off at Inferno as well, but we haven't seen the best of him today. 3 and 4 right now. Final map of this series. OG lead 4-0. Flashbang over. Voxic deploys it.
Oh, well, the damage is inflicted early. Valda quick to swing down Banana. Carrigan always good for 1. Does it again on the initial aggression. They weren't ready for Alexi B. Hanging out of the half wall. He's still tucked in, but now he has the support of his 5th man, Mantu.
And he gets that information that Frozen on the other side of half wall as well. He heard the cue, the sound cue, the ticks of damage. And they've got a 4-on-3 lead. Frozen down to 26 points of health. What's the answer to this problem? They could boost behind half wall, but Frozen is there alone right now. Bomb towards top and middle. That's on the back of Voxic. He's got the AWP. Rops creeps up towards middle. There's no real reason to have CT presence in this part of the map now. Hold crossfires. And they've got Alexi B anchoring B solo. Smoke in front of the bomb site. Obscures his vision.
The question mark with this A attack, if Mouse do decide to head over towards that side of the map, is will they focus pit or will they focus site? We can clearly see that there is nobody over towards the pit or balcony position. But as they push on in, they will have to expend their utility somewhere. That could open the door for Issa to get some cheeky kills from the site and pivot on out. But it will definitely be the A finish right now, as with 35 seconds left on the clock, a wounded Frozen will join the remainder of his team top mid.
Molotov's in, man deficit found, and an incendiary that's thrown in an idyllic time. They're gonna have to smoke it out themselves and go for the gray screen. They'll flash and break through, and Voxic will hit a stunning shot there. MBK just wants to try and deny the plant if possible. He'll go one step further than that, get a double kill, leaving Voxic with 15 seconds remaining. Remember, he's got the bomb on his back as well. Pre-firing over towards the library. C4 to be planted, and the CTs will encroach on his position and presumably take him down. And indeed they will. Mantu strikes upon him, recovers the AWP, and finds the 5-0. Not looking too good for mousesports here today. Barely getting off the mark here on Inferno. 5-0. Top fragger at this point is Voxic on 5. And round 6, the bomb plant, at least they have another buy. MBK, great work with the double kill.
Oh, that was how I opened it up. A real fraction of Issa visible. Voxic looking to clutch, and he did hit a nice shot into NBK, but Mantu did well to close that gap on the Voxic plant. He knew time was on his side, and the clock is the best friend of OG. It has been on Train. It looks like it's going to be doing the same here on Inferno. Sometimes those early frags really haunt them. This time, the opening frag goes the way of Mouse.
That frozen plant that we were talking about previously on that Deagle round, the flow-on effects, you're feeling it now. The fact that the Norb can come out again with those 2 plants in rounds back-to-back has afforded mousesports these type of buys, with the max loss bonus being at 3,400. Yeah, that's another big one. Just by himself.
Was that through the smoke? Did he push through alone? Regardless, dodging the flash again, Issa gets the dink off, but Carrigan continues to find one. They're loving this push for the smoke mentality, aren't they?
They're not getting gaps, right? Normally what would happen is when they find an opening or 2, there's massive holes. But Inferno is a map that's quite easy to plug in. Alexi,
there's a gap.
Yeah, has created quite a large one. The rotation is coming in. They will beat the attackers over towards the site, that's for sure, but he doesn't want to stop them.
So they haven't fully committed off this. They're sending in one player in the form of Frozen. He's creeping in now. Needs to be very careful. If the swing comes through, he's in trouble. Hasn't been spotted. Well, that will confirm it. Yes, he has. 2-on-2 again. Valda can rotate back towards A, knowing that Frozen was probably alone there. There's still 40 seconds. Not confirmed, I suppose. Molotov towards the pit. And then they come towards quad. In terms of positioning, we've got MBK towards pit this time. And he's flashed and will be taken down.
Nice flash. Very nice. A little underhand jump flash into the site. That HE you talked about could take a good chunk out of Voxic. And, well, he's taken an even bigger bite of Valda. First round on the board for mousesports. They needed that. And it's off the back of Voxic with an opening frag. Is that enough? That's enough to break the OG bank.
I don't think Mantu will be swinging mid again like this.
Right.
You learn your lesson pretty quickly right there, and Voxic will make the frag. It is not the easiest of kills as they cross mid quickly, but a heads-up AWP duel like that to win is always a big one. And they force-bought into this. So if OG are able to wrestle this back, they can stop the bleeding. If they lose this, well, mousesports can get up to 4 rounds pretty quickly, actually.
Flash over the top. Stops the swing from the barrel position. Smoke down to block any incendiaries on their path. Carrigan, again, leading the way. He's found 3 kills, all of them on this side of the map towards B. And it's a 4-man stack here from the CT side as well. So Carrigan, he'll make his way forward. We said he's always good for 1. This time, it's 0.
Yeah, and there's Chris Jade right behind him. No trade possible. He'll go down. And they'll re-smoke. B site now under lock and key. They do not lose the bomb, though. We've seen mistakes like that a fair few times. You can see those CTs mass rotating, an exodus of the B site.
They only had 1 towards A. That's why MBK alone over the MP9 towards middle. He was playing at the very top behind the smoke to make sure he could get sound cues if required. And now they'll leave 2 in towards B, a more traditional setup now that they found a 5-on-3 advantage. But the boost works out again. Alexi B will get his 2nd frag of the round. Good flashbang as Robs tries to battle his way through. 50 seconds remain, and still with a bit of spacing here. There is a Molotov down, but hasn't caught the CT.
God, they're so low. And they can't even get across. Issa with some good suppressing fire. Burns down on Alexi. Just as his back is turned, Mantu has a glance. OG are looking refined on their CT side.
Just to note, no Kriegs being purchased again by mousesports, but yes, a huge round for OG to pick up there. The force by the MP9s, the FAMASs, a couple of rifles has led them to 4 players surviving. They recover 3 AK-47s, I believe, and Issa getting it done from CT spawn through the smoke, of course, manages to find both of these kills. Mantu.
If you were experimenting with the Let's Not Buy Kriegs T side and then you were losing a crucial game of your EPL season, wouldn't you maybe say, guys, let's do this in scrims?
Yeah, let's maybe get the Kriegs out that we've been spending a lot of time using.
Frozen. Their muscle memory has been deviating a little bit with that Krieg, and now they don't get to use it. It's like shooting yourself in the foot. It does feel like, yes, okay, the CT side hurts, but if the CT side's hurting anyway, whip it out. 12 of 37 T rounds this series. It only goes to enhance my point.
Yikes. Hopefully that adjustment does come in from Mouse, but they're probably... Here's a thought. I did receive a tweet regarding this. Somebody saying the whole Krieg idea, not buying it on the T side, seems a little bit silly because you're focusing on what happens if you lose the round, not if you win the round.
Certainly a good point.
Now, look, that is... I suppose you could take that angle from a defeatist mentality of, yeah, why would you be worrying if you lose the round? But it's always going to happen. You are going to lose a couple of rounds on the T side. These maps certainly favor the CTs.
Is that new that we've got the green bar on who we're observing?
No, we've had that for...
Well, just seen it for the first time today.
Okay, we've had it for all of Pro League, as far as I'm aware.
Wow, okay, Brain. Nice one. A whole new adventure in the UI for my little brain. A little green line to chase.
I think mousesports need a theme song, and it's probably to do with something about ants going marching in one by one. Hurrah.
Hurrah, hurrah. Nade's going to be a little too short. Never mind, their damage is being inflicted all the same. Valda is taking it in turns to unload their mag into the assault. Does manage to find a little bit of respite, but they've lost a lot of health. A lot of their teammates. Into the site they'll go. Alexi is just going to be checked out. Rops has to hit a banger here, and he's... Oh, Alexi not checking. Big frag. And if he can get out, if he's invulnerable to the Man-2 AWP, he may not need to, because the bomb's on frozen, so he can just stand his ground for a little bit.
Desert Eagles, always a problem.
MBK's nades as well. If they know that he's stuck at that position of new box, he will be able to molly him out at one point. And the HP, it's not dire, but he will have to move immediately. He can't sit around in it and wait.
They're just trying to suggest they might have gone to the other side at this point. Maiden doesn't connect. If he does throw the incendiary towards new boxes, you're right. The round is pretty much done at that point. They'll hear the plant come in momentarily.
Double face.
I don't mind it. It's got them a 1 versus 1, but the bomb goes down in a really awkward position. It drops, making a lot of footsteps.
Oh, there's a chance.
There was a chance. A good one as well.
7-1. Again, similar scenes as Train. OG are looking very prepared right now. Definitely been putting in the hard yards. It's like the game against Tai Lu, they were pushed and they were made to look sloppier than this. Right now, everything seems to be going in their favor. They're definitely turned up, fired up, and ready for this mousesports roster today. This could blow Group D wide open.
Oh, God, that's a good point. The ramifications for the rest of the group. Mousesports, you know what? You listed the lockdown of this group. There is a clear top 3. OG are not within that.
No, they were the outliers. We haven't seen Virtus Pro play yet. We don't know where to really put them, considering recent times.
We do have the wild card of Tyloo as well.
Yeah, they could take a...
They take it 1 scalp in this group.
A VP?
Yeah, that would make things nuts. Like, considering they're 0-3 right now, that would be insane. But, yes, yet to see VP play it. I think that comes in tomorrow. Molotov's deployed. They've lost that first pick again. Chris J 1 and 9. As they'll go for a B play, there's Rops towards the other side of the map, so it will be just 3 players committing towards B if they did make their way through. It's Valda and Manso on the other side. Fortunately, don't actually have any utility to speak of. 50 seconds remaining, best chance they've had, but they're on a 5-on-4 deficit.
Yeah, and I think with Mantu's positioning, he's going to be locked out, which puts a lot onto Valda. The execute will not touch him. I think that's just new box. No more mollies to be thrown towards Emo, so he will go unchecked. Carrigan swinging in. This should be the frag for Valda, and it is. Teamwork as well. Dream certainly looking like it's close to being realized. Rops, again, the only one to claw something back, but that's on the other side of the map. That does not mean anything on this B take.
You can see them stuck in towards this well position as well. Mantu knows they could go through spawn. They've got no one watching it right now as Alexi B is patrolling towards Arch. They're not sure this is a B finish, but with 10 seconds remaining, that footstep, that should confirm things here. They still have a player towards Emo, bear in mind. And that's a great shot. That's a secure things here, I would say. OHB Valda doesn't want to overcommit, wants to just show presence and keep them guessing, making sure they can't get towards new boxes.
You can see their attention was drawn that way. Frozen, very effective onto Alexi. No way. A 3v4 after plant situation. Now Valda, Mantu, they're all starting to fall. He's so low. Where's Issa been? Finally he shows up and he solves the problem for them. Onto the site. And we'll get that defuse. It says Frozen is still up.
I was about to say, is like, this is not a 3-on-2, I thought.
No, someone's dropped. Chris Jo's dropped from the server.
Okay, so that's what's happened.
Yeah, it just kind of repopulates the HUD.
What's happening here? I was like, have they gained them? Have they res someone here? What's going on? But that makes more sense. It is going to be Chris J dropping out. He was 1 and 9. Maybe he was lagging.
Chris J's been lagging quite significantly throughout. I noticed it a little bit on Mirage. It carried on through there on Train, and it's definitely been a problem for him here.
I guess there's no more online Counter-Strike, but back in the day, I was saying, like, you should have 2 internet connections if you're a pro player. I'd say have like one fiber line, 1 backup ADSL, just in case.
Well,
but
you think we had 2 online leagues running simultaneously with everybody playing in both, and then we had qualifiers, a lot of them online. So back then, what are we talking? Maybe 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
The thing is, I used to pay for my own internet connection when I lived at home and was my parents' house, right? Because I needed my own internet connection. It worked that when I needed the internet, I would just unplug everybody else. But I didn't have a backup connection because in Australia, the net was trash. But in Europe, the internet seems pretty good across the board.
Certainly. I think there's been a lot of additional internet connection issues given the current circumstances.
That's
a lot more
true,
traffic.
yes.
A lot of people are streaming their 4K, 60 FPS videos.
Been hearing about some woes from Berlin as well.
Yes.
It sounds like internet out there is not going as to plan.
Yeah, I think it was probably designed just after Alexander Graham Bell found the telephone. They set up the Berlin internet connections, and it's just a little old these days.
Copper wires can't keep up.
Yeah, the copper's struggling. Fiber lifestyle.
Round 10. I will say Cologne's doing very well.
Yeah.
My internet connection couldn't be better. It's
great.
It feels nice.
Is that ESL IT out there?
Yeah.
The Nord Rhine-Westphalia government. Big ups to the managerial decisions of this region of Germany.
Didn't enjoy getting kicked out of those hotels, but
No, that was less fun.
we've landed on our feet.
We've all moved on.
I forgot that was even a part of my life.
It's like a
I'm
week
over
ago
it.
now.
Yeah, is that a week?
Yeah.
God, it feels like a different lifetime. Time flies when you're having fun, and there is only fun to be had in the realms of Counter-Strike. Admittedly, mousesports having a minimum of it now.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're not. This is not mousesports, by the way. I
Yeah.
refuse to call them at this point. This is not the same team. I know they've got some lag issues going on right now, but they just don't look like they're up for this one.
They just look, I mean, to be fair, I would imagine that one toxic presence, like a
you're
Chris
right.
J rambling about his internet every time he loses a duel, that's going to really inseminate a negative attitude in comms, and they're only going to get worse and worse when the frags from NBK come in like that. Another multi-kill. Can I get a multi-kill stat check for NBK?
Sure.
I
Let
feel
me,
like he's had 10 rounds of ball terrors.
Let me jump on in and see what I can find for you here.
Frozen is this time left in a clutch, not the deception from the round before.
It was only 3 for MBK at the moment of multi-kill rounds, 4 for Issa.
Okay.
On the other side of things, Rops is leading the way with 3, 2 for Woxic, 1 for Frozen.
So definitely a mousesports squad that have been struggling.
Yeah, that's for sure.
To find, yeah. I hadn't finished my sentence, Henry. It was less of a chatty statement than it sounded. But look at this. Oh, Alexi.
No, do it.
Yeah.
I should have knifed him.
It's rare to hear you encouraging a knife kill, Chad.
I want
Wow.
salt rubbed in the wound.
You want them to really feel this?
Yeah.
They're already tilted off the face of the planet. They're all shouting at each other. Chris J's just
He's coming with robot voice.
robot voicing, and user has disconnected. You're like in a 1v2.
We've all been played with a few technical issues this week. Some more than others, I will say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
Henry.
know either. But we are going to see another partial buy, as we'll see. mousesports 9-1 down. Maximum loss bonus haven't planted in the previous round. They did before, but they'll only get you so far. trying to avoid the utility towards B. In fact, Carrigan takes a nade to the face. That hurts. Does a lot of damage. Takes it down to 46. And I don't think we're getting his classic 1D now.
He's been hamstrung, that's for sure. What setting do I have to change to make Molotovs easier to shoot through? Is that shader details or something?
Yeah, shader on high. But it's not like
it's pick your poison, right?
It's
like
pick your poison,
over the
so-
back, like long
so-
range or close.
Exactly. I can't remember which way it is.
I just quickly have a point on that. I think the shaders have all been changed for everybody across the board with the recent update.
Oh, so it's no longer
Everyone's
an
shaders
option.
are on high.
Not even a thing.
I'm pretty sure.
But so that's actually kind of a roundabout way of making sure everyone has the same vision over mollies. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Potentially.
Back
Tweet
in
at
the
us
day-
if I'm wrong here.
We had the option of choosing like 16-bit or 32-bit smokes in 1.6, so you could actually legit just see through them.
choose.
In
Yeah.
tournaments, you had to use 32, but
Yeah.
online there
No one
was no
did.
way to verify other than POVs.
You'd have to take screenshots of a smoke on the server,
Oh my
send them into
God.
clan base,
Yeah.
and then if you didn't have that screenshot, you'd be defaulted. So if you forgot to upload a screenshot of a smoke, that would be it. It was an absolute...
Oh, I ran. There was always those rats that would lose the game and then go through and
the amount of
check
times I've been
every screenshot.
defaulted because the screenshots been missing, like, I couldn't tell you. I'm going to stop talking as it's round starting to warm up. We do have Chris J and and Robs in a 3 versus 2 winnable scenario. Unfortunately for them, their HP is very low. No wide swings from the CT from Library just yet. As we find an AK-47. In terms of the utility, nothing there.
Watch this, 3 taps, Nico style.
All right.
2 and 10. So it's totals out. There it is. The first tap comes through. And Robs, well, he'll get another. It's a
you were
default
talking about
plant.
Robs.
Nico style, it's a deagle, obviously.
Can you guys smell it? Can you smell it?
Here it comes. Neat. Okay. See the defuse coming in. 10-1. And OG. What, can I? Can I smell it? I think you said, can I spell it? I was like, R-O-P-Z.
No. Can you smell it? I was trying to set it up.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come through.
Oh, imagine.
I'm going to have to lay that foundation for every Robs
Please
clutch
do.
situation.
Every time he's in a clutch, just say that. Nice third kill from Mantu as well. Very, very crispy gaming from him.
OG
He's been doing it with the rifle. Yeah, but this is my problem now is I want to really badly be screaming my lungs out at every big frag we see from OG and being, you know, this is to do justice to the result that is going to be put down on paper. But my difficulty is I can't quantify how much of this is the OG improvement and how much of this is just mousesports not being the mousesports that we've seen and hold the top 5 spot in the world right now.
Another opening kill, no trade potential. Through the smoke again, Frozen will go down. Great utilization from OG, but still, this is not mousesports. It looks like they're running their usual protocols. They're not seeing the same tenacity. The mid-round calls that it's not really there. They're losing the opening pick consistently. Their star is currently on 5 and 12. And it's the AK-47 of Valda that strikes first, and he still has a smoke towards B. They'll be joined by Alexi B. And that smoke will be dropped at this stage as well. On the 1 minute mark, Carrigan.
He's going in it as well.
Yeah, he has
this
to
is
try and
the
go
this
through.
is the gimmicks that he was talking about. Just these kind of smoke plays. They're going to pop flash through it, very Na'Vi style.
It's too good for Alexi B though.
And just as they found him in the smoke, Valda's there to put in the bullets necessary. Finally, they'll catch him off the call of Carrigan, but damage inflicted. Rop's low into the site. Valda's already got himself a double. He wants to send them packing out of his site, punishing them for peeking, and NBK does get boosted up for the stop the plant. Chris J falling and forced to watch. That's his 12th death to just the 3 kills he's managed to render here on Inferno.
Robs tucks himself in the corner. He's waiting for a pick from Voxic here or a CT mistake. There's the first. Both of them come through, but now Robs with 15 points of power. A double kill is available to him, but the third will not be. There, a pincer from CT spawn was always going to be inevitable, and at that stage, he goes 11-1. Even these close rounds don't have much of a knock-on effect.
I have a suggestion for how you could actually trigger mousesports more.
Okay.
They bought a Krieg. Now I need Issa to go and go like ace with the Krieg on the CT side. That would be the final nail in the tilt coffin.
I'd like to see that, and now we're seeing more Kriegs getting bought up on the side of mousesports here, so they've brought out even more.
The embargo's lifted.
If they lose to that exact weapon, as you've just foretold, they're going to be a little bit tilty, but I expect caution to definitely be thrown out the window here with the last 3 rounds in play.
Ooh.
Rops will be offered up a freebie right there, and BK getting a little bit hungry for information, picks on out the window, and now leaves his teammates in a 4-on-5 situation.
Yeah, it's the first time in a while we've seen an opening pick go in their favor, to be honest with you. mousesports now 11-1 down, 5-on-4 in this particular round.
Yeah, I think after that one, Henry, they have a total of 5 opening kills on this T half.
To be fair, you'd expect a couple more rounds than just one with that stat in mind.
Do we have their 4v5 percentage conversion? It was low. We checked in on it yesterday. They will be crossing around though. They're going to be sending Frozen to rejoin his squad in apps. So who's selling this fake? Carrigan, no util. And Voxic with his flashbang. He's going to flash Carrigan through this smoke, I suppose? Yes, he is. And with his knife out, Carrigan gets unexpected friction, and Alexi B will get a lovely weapon upgrade.
To me, this suggests it's just Carrigan trying to throw a fake in. If I see Carrigan alone with his knife out for a smoke, I'm just saying they're going the other side of the map, you know? Like that's what I'm calling, and that's exactly what's happening.
And here's the Issa Krieg we talked about. He will just deploy his smoke to play around. Should create somewhat of a one-way, but the pre-fire, that was much better from Voxic. Valda's done 2. How has he gotten away with that? And now they're planting. There's another in the site. The fake did nothing. And now Mantu's reaping the benefits. He'll get the final frag as well. 12 for OG.
I just think the fact that Mantu didn't swing there to help as those duels were going on down was more than enough to lure mousesports in. That's the only thing I can think there is, if they were assuming he was going to play as a team player, he would be fighting with Valda in that situation. The fact that he was playing just to deny the plant, I love it. It's great. It drops the bomb and it secures round number 12. So things are looking great in the OG camp. I know it's seeming desperate from the mousesports side of things, but obviously if they had something to fall back on, you would assume they'd be using it. So I think right now, all I can do is look at this OG team and think that they're handling all these different looks, all these gimmicky plays the best they can. This is the execute.
They're running up, and Mantu will eliminate Frozen without too many issues. Here comes the second. Ooh, Deagle from Chris J has been spotted, but they're handling this well. Spray through the smoke, flames on the floor, separate and segregate. Carrigan is charging desperately to try and find this frag. It doesn't take much from NBK to take him down. Oh, Chris J must have been flashed or otherwise, but he didn't look like he was adjusting in time. We will see the round go the way of OG. 13-1.
Those double mollies there from the arch side players to carpet the wrap is exactly what Carrigan was talking about when he mentioned that teams know how to handle this rush now. As soon as they see those smokes and molotovs flying on over from that alt mid position, they know exactly what to expect and how to handle it. Those two molotovs, Carrigan could run through because he was already committed, but Chris J was disjointed. He couldn't wrap. He had to go back around towards quad side. Issa had dropped a smoke. They knew exactly what to do. And OG, they could be getting a 14-1 CT side right here.
Yeah, it's looking likely. No reasons to suggest it wouldn't be coming through. Carrigan 4 and 14. The only kills he's found have been on Deagles towards the B side of the map. They've tried to throw him in towards B by himself. It's just the go-to basics they've got in their strat book. We haven't seen anything too different come through. First kill could be coming in again. If Carrigan's the one to receive that.
Doing it again. Smokes and Carrigan.
I guess he'll just be flashed over and he'll try and see what he can do. Actually, it's nothing. So Mantu and Alexi B will find the opening kills. They have to play the apartments here. The flashbang, a chance now, but maybe one that won't be realized. The Krieg just way too powerful on the CT side, and you can see the taps coming through. Chris J down to 28. 6 kills to his name. Needs to jump up to the apartments. Quite agonizing to get this bomb. Finds a Krieg as well. We'll go for the default plant. And at this point, CTs will be making their way towards top middle. You can see them staying, using the buddy system, making sure they're together. Trade potential is the aim of the game here. There shouldn't be a world where Chris J wins this, considering his HP. But he has tucked himself in. They could just defuse this, but will they check his position? Yes, they will. Well, there it is. 14-1 first half, ladies and gentlemen. Not the most exciting scoreline, I will admit. I'll be the first to admit it. But mousesports, they win the pistol. You never know. This could go a little bit further. We'll take a break and see what they can do in the second half.
You've been distracted, your best, my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan. I need that. Outworking everybody when I relax. So I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Head down when I want me to peek at. And
Well, we could very well have a new nemesis for mousesports, OG. Do you know what nemesis means? It's a righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent. And now, as these two absolute international titans in very different parts of their development, clashing in what does seem to be an eyebrow-raising result, we have a 14-1 half, and OG not only on Train, the best map for mousesports, but on the third map here, Inferno. They're just 2 rounds away from starting what could be a bit of a rivalry.
Well, there we go. We'll get into the second half, and there's not really much to talk about on the mousesports side of things. They are going to be bringing in 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs, and an upgraded pistol on the OG equation. You can see the PD-50 in the hands of Alexi B. Diffuse gear for Carrigan, 4 and 15. He died every single round. Same story for Chris J as well. Pretty much every member died across the board there. Look, they only had a couple of players survive.
There was only 3 individuals across that entire map, first half, sorry, that survived in any given round for that of mousesports.
That's kind of insane. So no saving being done, no money being taken away, and it's a nightmare, really. OG win this pistol. I think you'll know by now it would be GG.
Be a quick half.
We might be here for a bit longer. Frozen with a chance to get a couple. Of course he will.
The positive is that it's a retake setup, and maybe they can plant the bomb. Alexi's given them a bit of breathing room. The bomb will go down. That's the $800 secured, but now it's the retake.
Yeah, this is the hard part. Responsible for this push, Valda. Oh no, knife out, caught out. Alexi B won't beat. But not going to be precise enough. Walking up Banana puts Issa into a 1 versus 4 situation. Flooding into the site. He's done well to take the dink, and he's actually managed to get away. Carrigan does have a kit. He's on it now, and he's sitting it. And Issa needs to be quick. Oh, Issa! He had to take the risk. He wanted to go for the full clutch, but Carrigan's kit and his persistence on that defuse brings home 2.
There we go. It all started with a double kill from Frozen. He manages to fend off the initial B execution through the smoke. He manages to get these kills, and it goes down to a 5 versus 3. Great shift from Issa, though. Brought it down to the 1 versus 1. Could have won that if he swung out on the diffuser there, but as you mentioned, Carrigan holds his nerve, sticks a defuse with a kip, and wins the round. Will it be the start of many? Time will tell. Of course, though,
OG tend to eco, but as we can see with Alexi B's force buy, they're actually probably going to buy behind this one. Henry, we were asking about the shaders, right? Now,
go on, tell me what's happened with the shaders.
Professor Xander has tweeted me.
Professor X.
Yeah, and he has said they changed the parameters of the shader settings, so now even on low, you can see through the molly smokes. They made the change to stop NVIDIA stutter bug, but it's changed the molly smoke too.
Thank you very much.
And I noticed when I was playing, when we were playing Train the other day, normally where I'd line up my smokes, everything felt a little bit clearer. Some of my lineups felt less blurry. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So shaders for all. And in turn, of course, solving that stutter bug that was getting the Counter-Strike community up in arms, up an uproar.
This is a pretty good buy, actually.
It doesn't look too shabby, does it? An AK-47, no less, for Issa to be entering into the site. Alexi B behind him with the Galil, and everyone else going to be rocking those smaller weapons. It may be small, but it packs a punch. A MAC-10 for Valde. Burning a little bit, softened up nicely for those SMGs. There is helmets for everyone, so that MAC-10 may struggle, but ooh, Christian, you ballsy boy. He wants to bring the fight to them, and he just jumps straight into their jaws.
I thought they'd be happy with that initial kill, but apparently not. Chris J forces the issue and brings it back to a 4-on-4. Luckily, they've got a couple of M4s to back this up. Frozen towards the sandbags for now. He will be left alone, an island on the B side of the map, and he's got trouble on the other side. There's Valda waiting at the half wall. 2 SMGs going toe-to-toe here. Frozen decides to fall back to the safety of the bomb site. Speaking of the bomb, that will be towards second middle for now, as MBK confirms the halls are clear. Voxic will take another kill. That's the second of the round.
Very worried about this halls situation here. With that scavenged M4 will get 1. The chase is on right now. They know Voxic's low. They won't be clearing off towards the balcony. And that flash is good enough to get the kill, but now Rops, he can strike, turning around, able to take Valde out of the picture, and it's a one-on-one situation.
Frozen, he's just been watching that kill feed, wondering if he's needed to rotate. He certainly is now. He doesn't have the weapon advantage. He doesn't have a kit. These are things that favor Mr. Man 2. He's opted for pit, though, and so the duel is pretty much ready to be decided, and that's clean. He's having a fantastic Inferno now, and most of it with the rifle. 20 kills at round 18.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best performance in EPL so far. They've only played 1 game, admittedly, but overall. That's amazing from Mantu. A much-needed 15th round just to relieve that pressure, remove any shadow of doubt they had that mousesports could actually do this, and now they have a huge advantage going to round number 18. This is where it should end, as we will see a scout and pistols only. But mousesports always seem to find a way, Alex. I will not say this is done. It's always 16 at the top. Voxic misses the initial scout shot, flashed off, and he'll go back towards Boiler Room.
And you'll never guess who died first. He's had a nightmare. Chris J falls to Mantu early, and now the B push from Carrigan does fall flat as well. OG, 3 frags away from confirming what we thought and suspected at the end of the first half. This will be an upset of gigantic proportions. Alexi V confirms another. Frozen's gone, and the 2 remaining A defenders are about to meet Mantu to get his 22nd frag of the game.
Big man Ting didn't land a thing.
Small poem by Chad Birchall, age 30.
Oh, well, still should be almost no chance, but we'll see what can be done. Issa is in towards Boiler Room.
He's going to kill Voxic in the back. Oh, I didn't see him.
Didn't see him. Flashbang will give his position up, though, however. So they've got smokes, flashes, and a backstab coming in CT spawn. This kill should confirm the 16th round. It's not the cleanest, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. Voxic with 48 HP, 3 kills to find, no kit. The bomb already halfway gone. No chance whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be OG taking down mousesports in a convincing